Hello, and thank you for joining me today. Today I'm working on a 12 by 12 layout for my 2011 scrapbook album. I'm using this 49 in Market Spectrum Gardenia Collection. I've got all of it, I think, and I'm just showing you what I have. I end up not using most of these things, and one more time, I'm just keeping it simple, getting one more layout done, but I do go through. I have used this collection in the past, so when I open up these rub-ons, you see I've already cut some out because I've used those faux stitches before. So now I'm taking on my trimmer. I'm gonna remove that branding strip. I am still struggling with this trimmer. I really like it. I like the blade, I like the cut, but I just struggle. I don't know if I'm not holding the paper right. But one day I'll get it figured out. Definitely not on this layout. But anyways, I am going to use this piece of paper that has the background already done for me. It has the mixed media for the background. I'm just going over with my scissors and trimming off a little bit of the excess because I was not happy with how that trimmer was doing it. And I'm just positioning my pictures. I have two 4x6s. One is horizontal, the other one is vertical. So using those lines in that circle to kind of guide me on where I want to position them. And this is pretty much the position that they're going to be in. I look through these cut aparts. I don't think I use any of it. I think about some of those note things for a little bit of journaling, but I end up deciding I'm not going to journal much. I got some of those butterflies out, and I've had this acrylic fun in my stash forever, and it was about time I got it on a layout. So I'm gonna call this one Fun Night. I believe that's what I call it. These pictures were from a wedding I attended back in 2011. Just me and some of my friends. And so I'm gonna spell out. I believe I do not make you watch all of it. I also fuss with the glue a little bit. So I'm gonna glue this fun first, and then I'm gonna fit night underneath it. So I'm using this tacky glue. I don't know if it's gonna hold it. We'll see. This one is pretty heavy. It's a pretty big and a thick word, but so far it's still holding on. So I just positioned that there. I like the white on white, and then I come in with these black alphas that were part of the box of alphas that I got, and I just spell out night. So you'll see that in a second. I also, for the butterflies, I ended up just gluing the middle of them so that the wings kind of stay up. I thought about putting a little bit of foam behind the wings, but I didn't want to add the bulk. My albums have been pretty bulky, and I'm trying to avoid that where I can. It's where I already have the bulk from that acrylic, so I didn't want to add even more. I did fuss with this glue for a bit. It was a little stuck. I had to clean it out as well, just to get these all stuck down. So I had another small butterfly, but I decided to bring some of that purple from the bottom right up to the top left, and that is pretty much it. I am gonna use another label from the Freckled Fawn packet that, if you guys have watched the other videos, I've been making my way through those. I'm really trying to use up those labels, so I'm glad to be able to get them in these layouts. I audition it around. I am going to do the same as I've done before. I'm going to cut out that speech bubble part. I went with purple and red for this layout because one of my friends was wearing red, I was wearing purple, and I just thought it looked really good, and this paper was just perfect for it. That label ends up at the bottom. Apologies for the camera shake there. The only thing that I'm going to write in this label is going to be the date and where we were. I'm also going to come in with these puffy images that I have. I'm not exactly sure where they're from, but I go with the red and the white, and I believe I use the circles and the stars. And I just have them around the butterfly, so kind of creating that cluster. This paper made this layout come together so easily because of the mixed media already being there. Um, it just it makes it easy for me to put something together without having to go through the work of doing the mixed media myself. So here I am just deciding where they're gonna go, making sure I have enough of them. I believe I do 3 in each. I might only have 2 at the bottom. And I now am gonna go in. I'm going to write out that date, and that, just like magic, that label is filled out. And here I have some still shots for you guys, just a little close up of some of the details on this layout. I'm so happy to have another one done and in the books. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.